Good evening, good morning, and good night. Welcome to Inappropriate Radio. It's your host, Tashana. Let's get into this. So, I'm gonna apologize in advance for the echo. I'm recording a little bit earlier today because I have some moving around to do today, and I might not be able to record on time. So this is an early recording. Okay, good morning, good evening, good night again. Okay, so this podcast topic is about debt, but debt as far as the universe is concerned, right? We have all these different concepts and ideations and understandings and experiences, right? And it's all a part of the soul's journey and growth. So usually what tends to happen is normally, right, in a normal stance, God creates us with a particular purpose in mind. We come here, we go through all the phases and stages, and then we perish, right? Whatever we acquire, we pass it on to those who are connected to us via the blood or via the purpose, right? Via birthright. You will leave things here in the physical, and your peers and those after you connected to you by the blood will inherit whatever, other things you've passed down, whether it be a better diet to enhance the DNA, learning how to live a better quality lifestyle, teaching about the Most High, whatever, right? A good spirit, all of the fruits of the spirit, right? But some people have these generational curses and cycles because there's so much debt. And there are a few ways you can acquire debt with the universe. The main one is with disobedience. Okay, we are given an intuition for a reason. And even though some things may seem small, they really do attach, or should I say that they are attached to the bigger picture. Everything is connected. Like if your instincts are telling you to go to the store on Monday at 9 o'clock and you go at 12, and then the store is being held up by some masked gunmen, you can't really be mad at the creator because he gave you a set of instructions. And that's a little extreme, but I mean, that's how life is, right? We have all these different frequencies and timelines, and things just tend to manifest and start smashing into each other at some point. So I'll give you a scenario. Let's say the universe is one big corporation, right? And we're all like little worker bees, okay? We're worker bees. We're the creator. Whether you are good or bad, okay? Let's say the creator is like, there's an owl on, and this is just a metaphor, okay? There's an owl, a spill on aisle 6. Go get it now. It's 8:30, 8:45. You still don't go get the mess up in aisle 6. You in aisle 2 talking to your homies over here and wasting time. 9 o'clock. You still don't go get it up. 9:01. Someone comes in and slips and fall. Not only do they break their neck, they die. Not only do they die, they were supposed to be going somewhere that was really important to help 500 people. And it's all related to those 500 people becoming better parents so those children can start breaking cycles. So now, not only have you racked up karma for being disobedient because of the actual thing that you were supposed to do that did not get done, now we got a lawsuit. Not only do we have a lawsuit, all of those people that were supposed to be helped didn't get help. So it's the 500 parents, and then the children of the 500 parents, and then whoever those 500 children were set to assist. You see, everything is connected. So at some point, you have to be willing to understand that your job is your job for the sake of others. You know, we talk about this all the time. Like, your life is not just about you. Okay, it's not just about you. So you have to be willing to understand that your obedience is how you get the inheritance. It's how you get the fortune. The fortune is not always money. Maybe it's spiritual gifts, right? Maybe you have a spiritual ranking so high that it can't even manifest down as tangible wealth yet, because it has to be manifested out through a certain amount of vessels and a certain type of vessel at a certain time, right? But the ability to create is an inheritance. The ability to have all, the psychic abilities, the dreams, the intuition, the gift of prophecy, the gift of tongue, the gift of mediumship. And I'm not talking about conjuring up things and attacking people spiritually. I'm talking about using your gifts for what the Creator gave them to you for, actually walking in your purpose and in alignment with the word spoken over your soul. Because your soul is your soul, no matter the timeline, no matter the dimension, no matter the planet. Okay? And as you travel through all these different timelines, you're going to have a different mission in each space. But that's a different conversation. So another way to, gain, or to, I would say, be in debt, is to project, right? When you project, what's happening is you're taking energy from someone, and not to mention that's also a way to be in debt, right? You're taking someone's energy and then replacing their energy with your own. I mean, that's different from deliberately stealing the energy, but when you project, you're like, oh yeah, if I smoke, they smoke. If I'm mad, they're mad. If I'm mean, they're mean. That's projection. Or if you just think the worst of a person or a situation without allowing it to unfold, that's projection. Okay? That's another way. Another way is to be an energy vampire, to steal people's energy or to misuse and abuse people's energy. If you know, that's a whole nother energy, right? A whole nother segment. Again, you have to understand that people have purposes. We all have a purpose, and nobody's purpose or mission is bigger than the other. Everything is connected. So what happens is a lot of people start to look at other people's situation and they want it, without realizing that they have their own walk that they need to tend to. Now, this debt is not really limited to, the three things that I've stated. Those are just the main ways to rack up debt with the universe. One for sure way is to waste time. Again, everything has a plan, a time, a place. It's in order. And when you're disobedient, you're knocking things out of order. So now I have to and I'm using a metaphor. Now I have to, this is God, like I spent so much energy and time investing in this, and you were supposed to do that, but now because you didn't, I'm sorry, not God, but like the universe, right? This was supposed to happen at this place in this time. Time is money, right? It's energy, it's wasted. Now I have to get more currency, aka energy, to make sure the thing that you were supposed to do still gets done. So now I have to give this energy, aka currency, that I gave you to someone else. And not only do I have to give that energy to one person, everybody that is connected to you are now out of alignment because you're being disobedient, or because you didn't do what I said, because you wasted time, or because you didn't move when I said to move. Now granted, there's a tricky part to this, right? As you elevate, as you ascend, as you become closer to the Creator, the enemy is going to try to draw a wedge and sometimes send false alarms, false reports, and create illusions that appear to be something that they actually are not. So this is where your fasting, praying, discernment, and just really being still and patient and obedient comes in. And of course, this is all just so easy to say, right? We can say like, oh yeah, this is what I'm doing and that is what I'm doing. But in all reality, we have to first be in the know, right? We have to know, right? We have to be aware of what's going on. And then we have to come to terms with our role in what's going on, right? We all have a role in the chaos. And if you don't know where you stand in a battle, you might be on the wrong side to begin with, right? So it's important to truly have the understanding of self, of love, of God, of peace, and of war. Because it's even a time for war, right? And if you don't go to war, things that are supposed to be eliminated don't get eliminated, and then they begin to taint the things that are supposed to be creating new energies and cycles. So you want to have this understanding of how to fight these generational curses, but you want to know first what you're fighting. But you want to know why you're fighting it, and this is why. We're in debt to the universe. Granted, some bloodlines have curses placed on them by witches, actual people that are here, and then the Creator has put restrictions on certain bloodlines, right? So there's a difference even in that. But that's a whole nother topic also. But before we go, I just wanted to make sure we understood that this is important. In order for us to fight this thing, we have to understand, like, where is it coming from? Sometimes it's not witchcraft, it's not magic, it's just disobedience, simply put. And that's just the raw truth. Like, I hate to break it to you and be the bearer of bad news, but it's not always magic, it's not always the evil eye, it's not always slander and gossip and jealousy. Sometimes it's your disobedience, your inability to hear and understand. So you have to just seek knowledge, okay? But I'm gonna end it here. I do love y'all. I hope y'all are drinking y'all water, eating y'all fruit and vegetables, and sipping on y'all own tea, because what? It's free. And yeah, these babies back in school, so that's a good thing. Alright, yeah, I'm about to leave up out of here. Love y'all. Peace.